Vanakkam all. We, the Brahmaputra team, myself Jayanti T, along with my team members Ms. Mishma and Ms. Ansha Banu, we feel honored and we wish to thank management and QCFI for this wonderful opportunity. Let's move on to the topic. An appropriate nutritional care with a hospital diet helps patients to recover faster and enhances their quality of life. Food service in the hospital is the basic essential part of the patient's rights. Also, the patient satisfaction is the one way of measuring the hospital service quality with the food service delivered in the hospital. I just give the briefing about how the dietitians are involved in the food service in our hospital. Dietitian is an expert in dietetics. They can alter the patient's diet based upon their medical condition and individual's needs. Also, the dietitians can plan and supervises the preparation of therapeutic diet and normal diet based on the patient's requirements and condition of the patients, and we can give the instructions in selection and proper preparation of the food according to the dietetic principles. Hospital meals are considered as an integral component in the management admitted inpatients, which facilitate recovery and improve patient satisfaction regardless the overall treatment experience. This is how we work for the patient's hospital food service. When the patient get admitted, the nurses inform the dietitians about the patient's diagnosis, present complaints, and the type of diet prescribed by the doctor. Is the patient admitted during the official working hours, the dietitian goes for the ward rounds and they do the nutritional assessment of the patient and they do plan, and then the food is delivered to the patient. If the patient is admitted unofficial working hours, the dietitian gets all the information through telecommunication, and then the next immediate day they go for rounds and they do the patient's diet. If the patient is getting admitted, they do the nutritional assessment, inform the dietitians and to the patients about the diet modifications, and then they do the necessary changes in the diet census, and the diet labels are prepared accordingly, and then the food served to the patient. This is the OP patients. We are prescribing their home follow-up diet. When the patient comes to the hospital for the diet counseling, they get registered and they do all the billing processes, and then the dietitian receives the patient for counseling. They do the initial assessment of the patient's biochemical parameters, considering the body mass index, lab results if available, and doctor's referral note whether the type of diet which they have to follow, and modify existing dietary intake according to the patient's requirements, patient's counseling on modifications, mention the diet plan in the register, and they record the dietary advice in progress notes. If needed, the diet chart handover to the patient, and patient's relieves, and then we ask them to come for the review. Our extension activities included, we offer dietetic internship to the students, we conduct camps, we participated in the community orientation programs, and then we go as a resource person for the nutritional related competitive programs. Title of the study, Quality and Standards of Hospital Food Service and Analysis, Improvements in Quality of the Hospital Diet. Brief introduction of the study includes aim, root cause of the problem, statistical tools we have used, Pareto diagram, flow diagram, milestone chart, fishbone diagram, PDCA cycle, pie graph, and solution and implementation of the study also included the tangible and intangible benefits. Aim, to improve customer satisfaction and thereby improve our organization values. Objective of the study includes to provide nutritionally appropriate, normal and therapeutic diet that satisfies the patient's appetite, to supply microbiologically safe food, to provide economically considerable, to emphasize quality food. Defining the problem, these are the complaints which is being expressed by the patients at the time of discharge. This was the reason and base for us to think of this study. Showing the problem, we have put up in the Pareto chart. We have compared the data between the year 2019 and 2020. In the year 2020, we have received n number of complaints. After the Kaizen implementation in the year 2020, it was reduced to 4. Root cause of the analysis we have put up through a fishbone diagram. I can read a few examples like miscommunication of the staff, lack of knowledge, lack of effort to solve the problem, lack of awareness, laziness, indefinite time, workload of the staff, inadequate equipments, unorganized work, lack of training, absenteeism, late coming, and employee attrition. PDCA, whatever the problem we have, if we do have a proper PDCA, we can resolve the problem. Objective of our study to improve the customer satisfaction, problem identification was done and solutions were identified. And implementation, we have developed new menus, formulated new recipe checklist, demonstrated the recipes, conducted frequent meetings, and process was executed. And we do check the feedbacks and complaints are analyzed after implementation. Also, we analyze the differences, and then we have taken the corrective actions on resistance and or deviations, if any. We have formulated and framed the Kaizen team, which included the F&B manager and chief dietitian, along with our team, diet coordinator and dietitian and nurses. Diet coordinator was the mediating person between the F&B and dietitian team. Showing the process, selection of area, Meenakshi Hospital, selection of sample, feedback from the discharged patients, number of sample, 100 patients we have selected, period of data collection almost for 19 days, selection of tool through questionnaire, conduction of the study, quality and standards of hospital food service, and analysis, improvement in the quality of hospital food service. We have formulated this questionnaire included with the type of diet, temperature of diet, timing of the food delivery accordingly for 10 number of questions through conducting the diet survey. Feedback we have collected from the patients at the time of discharge. Effective monitoring in diet setting area by diet coordinator or the dietitian or the supervisor. This because during the problem, many patients have complained the diet was interchanged, some of the items were misplaced. So after that, we have analyzed the problem. We have each one of the patient's diet was thoroughly monitored by the dietitians. Dietitians are not compromising the sensory characteristics of the therapeutic diet which is being served to the patients. We have evaluated the patient's flavor, texture, and consistency of the diet, whatever it's been prepared. Showing the process, we have displayed through milestone. We have taken 2 days for identification of the problem and for 3 days for defining the problem, and we have taken 7 days for root cause analysis, and then for 15 days for data analysis, and we have taken 10 days for development of the solution, and implementation had taken for 18 days, and follow-up, still it's on follow-up. Documentation of sensory characteristic after evaluation. If the diet to be done any modifications, or if it is need to corrected, the changes had been documented in the sensory sensory evaluation register. It helps us not to happen in future. Some of the examples are being given. Also, we have documented the patient's complaints so that it helps us to review in the food safety meetings. These are the patient's complaints like bee in milk and stone in sundal and hair in kirai kootu and all. Over to Ms. Ansha.
Analysis and measures the problem. Analysis of study and quality and standard of hospital food service was discussed under the following headings: temperature, timing, taste, appearance, consideration of likes and dislikes, quantity of food, dietitian approach, hygiene of food. Temperature. Temperature, 83% of reported as temperature was good and 16 is average, 1% is need to improve. Timing, 98% is reported as delivery of food is on time and 2% is delayed. Taste, 24% is very good, 71% is good, 6% is average. Appearance, 27% is very good, 68% is good, 4% is average, and another 1% is poor. Consideration of likes and dislikes, 90% is consider of likes and 10% is dislikes. Quantity of food, 21% is reported as quantity of food is more than adequate, 76% is adequate, another 3% is not enough. Dietitian approach, 100% of satisfied with the dietitian approach. Hygienic of food, 94% is good, 5% is average, another 1% is need to improve. Weighted approach, 99% is satisfied with the weighted approach and another 1% is not satisfied. Thank you.
These are the peculiar comments we have received from the patient side. Many has appreciated and some are given their suggestion to improve the quality of food service. And the peculiar comment is one of the patient has told to improve the quality of food service, and it could be better if food is served in banana leaf. To improve the quality of food service and minimize the number of complaints, we have taken some solutions that are frequent meetings with F&B staffs and dietitian, formation of roles and responsibilities, implementation of suitable utensils and equipments such as bain-marie, hot trolley and hot boxes, etc. Formation of new menus and standardization of recipes and demonstration of recipes, effective monitoring and periodic terminal cleaning. Dietitians meeting to discuss about the implementation of ideas we have taken, and periodic F&B meetings. Next slide. To teach them how the diet should be served to the patient and create awareness the importance of hospital diet. Hot trolleys and bain-maries are in use to maintain the food's temperature. Formation of week 1 and week 2 menu has formed so that the long stay patient may not get bored of the hospital diet. Recipe demonstration. Demonstrate, we have demonstrated the cook how the food actually should be. So after that we got the result also. Before that Tinai Upma was like that, and after that it was come out so well. And recipe standardization. Example, for mint chutney they'll use more coconut than mint leaves. After the standardization we have given a proper proportion of the ingredients, and it comes out well. IFPT sample procedure. It has been done twice in a year. So we have sent the food sample to food industry to check the microbial load and its nutritional analysis and nutritive value. Multidisciplinary approach. Food is not been sent to the patient just like that. We have written all the patient's name who are all getting food, and it is doubly ensuring with the staff nurse whether all the patient has got the food. Terminal cleaning has been scheduled second Friday of every month, and lizard pad, pesto flash also are also in use to minimize the number of complaints. Terminal cleaning report, we have we have documented the terminal cleaning reports also. Number of patient complaints has reduced when compared 2019. It is so reduced in 2020. We have got more tangible and intangible benefits of the study. The tangible benefits are number of exchanging meals has reduced, hence food wastage has reduced grocery consumption, double work has reduced, number of dissatisfied customer has been reduced, length of hospital stay also can be reduced because of the good quality of the food. Intangible benefits are work efficiency has improved, improved customer satisfaction, improved employee job satisfaction, helps to maintain turnaround time also, and enhances the policy and documentation procedures, improved motivation, and it helps to know what actually patient expects. It's a really eye-opening activity to execute quality food service. We the team really felt so happy to do this study. It enhances our knowledge and helps to know what actually patient need and what they are expecting, so that we can give their works to patients. And I hope our study and our work is to will definitely improve the value of management. Next. Conclusion. Finally, we have effectively improved the quality of food service by using aspiring quality techniques. There are some more future plans to execute. We are going to switch over from kitchen feed to formula feed for tube feeding patients, developing new varieties in the therapeutic diet, standardization of recipes, periodic training and induction for staffs, product development. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. Likewise,